In the 21st century, the century of technology, people are supported a lot by machines equipment. However, young people every day have to spin to take part in many fierce races of life. When faced with so many problems from work to daily life, many people fall into a state of overthinking. So what is overthinking? What is the cause and how can this problem be prevented? Overthinking is thinking too much, negating everything about an issue that has already or is about to happen. This syndrome is divided into two types, ruminating and worrying. Ruminating overthinking is when a problem has happened, but you are still distracted and thinking about it. Worrying overthinking is when an event is about to happen and you think of dozens of bad situations that could arise. Most of us have experienced overthinking at least once in our lives. However, maybe that the amount of detail makes you not realize you've been in this state. Have you ever thought about the reason this state occurs in humans? The three major causes of overthinking include: 2. Perfectionist in everything. Before big or small events in life and work, perfectionists often think a lot about the situation and the outcome of the problem. They spend a lot of time preparing for it. This comes from the desire to control and do things well. They want to have a solution as soon as problems arise, leading them to always think a lot about current or upcoming events. However, in overthinking people, all their thoughts are often in a negative state. Therefore, instead of looking for helpful new information, they fall into a state of anxiety and overthinking. They gradually lose their spirits and feel tired. Worrying too much about the outcome. At work, many people care about results and want everything to go smoothly. They always try to act and think. The more you think, the better the results will be. Because when they think about all sides of the problem, they will find the most effective directions. Too much attention to minor details. When paying too much attention to the minor details, people often break the problem down into elements and then analyze. However, not everyone knows how to select the problem to do this. From there, it leads to the state that the more you look at it, the more you see the negative, the further you go from the original direction and overstate the problem. This is a common cause of overthinking. Regardless of the form of overthinking, it will have a lot of psychological and mental effects. The harmful effects of overthinking exist both in health and performance. First of all are the health effects of overthinking people. According to many studies, people who often tend to overthink things and be negative have a high risk of autism and depression. Thinking too much causes the brain to become overloaded. This will be the factor that makes the body tired. At the same time, causing the nervous system to stagnate in the process of functioning and absorbing information. Overthinking people, when reaching a certain limit, will feel extremely tired and depressed, accompanied by anxiety and seeming not to want to continue doing anything. This jeopardizes their workflow. Negative thinking about every problem affects their ability to solve. At this time, the mind is no longer clear. The solution is not clear and effective. Do you find yourself showing signs of overthinking? Try to apply the following ways to limit overthinking and lead a lighter life. Meditation. Meditation is one of the effective mental balance methods that many people choose when facing pressure and fatigue. This method is also encouraged by many successful entrepreneurs because of the positive effects it brings. Sit as comfortably as possible, close your eyes, and calm down. It's best to relax and not let yourself think about anything else. Practice how to change thinking and how to look at problems. Overthinking often happens when you are not confident in your decisions. Worrying about the outcome of an issue or making our own choices can also cause us to overthink. Instead of thinking that the future is dark and risky, think that everything that comes your way is a gift. Life is always full of new things. We only really live when we go beyond our comfort zone. Do other things that help you overcome overthinking. Embarking on something else will help distract your mind. The negative thoughts of the problem will no longer dominate your spirit. Focus on doing what you love. Relax with a cheerful music. Join a funny game. Talking to someone who can listen to me. All will contribute to stopping the overthinking process quickly and effectively. Write a diary. The greatest benefit of writing is to stop the overthinking process. From there, transform thoughts into ideas that are present in the paper. It will serve as a sketch plan for the next events. In addition, writing is also a way to practice thinking skills, serving a lot for your work. Learn to be grateful and pleased. Being grateful for what you have and being pleased with everything in the present is advice for people who are too perfectionists. Acknowledge your own success. It is one expression of self-love and self-respect. Have you ever acknowledged your success and been proud of it? Do this, you will not have to live in dozens of negative thoughts, no need to overthinking as often as now. Because everything is perfect according to your point of view. Trust your intuition. This is the best way to help people who are overthinking overcome their current bad situation. The key to overthinking is being too sad about what happened in the past, or too worried about what hasn't happened in the future. So why not try trusting your original intuition? Choose the first idea that comes to mind as soon as a series of thoughts pop up. Overthinking will gradually affect our psyche and the way we work. Therefore, it is extremely necessary to recognize that you are in this situation and prevent it on time.
Subscribe to continue listening to my English radio where I will share interesting things from life. I love you. I'm Honey.